What if a simple piece of cloth could hold the greatest secret in all of history? What if this cloth had captured the exact moment when something impossible happened, something that defies science, logic, and everything we think we know about the world? What if I told you that an ancient piece of linen known as the Shroud of Turin contains an image that some believe to be the actual face of Jesus Christ? Scientists are starting to say that this mysterious cloth might not be just a religious symbol, but actual physical evidence of a miracle. Indeed, contemporary technology is revealing previously unseen secrets about the shroud. For centuries, people have believed that the Shroud of Turin, a 14-foot-long linen cloth, was the same cloth that wrapped Jesus after his crucifixion. But why? What makes this cloth so special? Well, if you look closely, you'll see something faint, a mysterious image of a man's face and body. But this isn't just any image. It's like a photograph, captured on the fabric, in a way no one has ever been able to explain. This image is not the result of painting or drawing. Experts have studied this image for decades, yet they remain unable to determine its creation. No one knows how the man's image got on the cloth. There are no brush strokes, no ink, no dyes. It's as if the image just appeared. For years, people have debated whether the shroud is real or a medieval hoax. But recently, scientists have been using new technology to take a closer look, and what they've found is starting to shock even the most skeptical experts. Bloodstains on the garment match the types of wounds described in the Bible's account of Jesus' crucifixion. The markings show signs of torture, trauma, and even radiation, something that could point to the moment of resurrection, the moment when Jesus came back to life. But that's not all. Advanced X-ray dating techniques have shown that this cloth isn't from the Middle Ages, like some believed. It's from over 2,000 years ago, right from the time of Jesus. Let's go back to 1898. This was the year that truly changed everything for the Shroud of Turin. For the first time, someone took a photograph of this mysterious relic, and something unbelievable happened. When the photo developed, the faint, ghostly image on the cloth suddenly appeared in clear detail. The negative revealed the face of a man with striking clarity, a face that many believe is Jesus Christ. Fast forward to 1988, when scientists conducted carbon dating tests on a small piece of the shroud. The results seemed to point to a medieval origin, suggesting the cloth was no older than 700 years. Skeptics around the world claimed victory. They argued that the shroud was a clever forgery, not the sacred relic it was believed to be. But the story didn't end there. In fact, the 1988 results left some important questions unanswered. Why didn't the image have any paint or pigment on it? How could the wounds on the figure match the exact descriptions of Jesus' crucifixion, down to the crown of thorns and nail marks in the hands and feet? The radiation was an unusual discovery that made many suspect a supernatural explanation. In recent years, new technology has allowed scientists to take a much closer look at the shroud, and what they're finding is rewriting the history books. One key discovery came from a 2000 study that used advanced X-ray techniques to redate the shroud. The results were shocking. The shroud wasn't from the medieval era after all. It was over 2,000 years old, from the exact time when Jesus lived. This new evidence has forced scientists and historians to reconsider the shroud's origins. In 2018, researchers analyzed tiny particles of blood on the shroud and found something extraordinary. These blood particles showed signs of extreme trauma, just like the kind Jesus would have suffered during his crucifixion. Even more incredible, the blood carried traces of radiation, a mysterious element that suggests something powerful happened at the moment. This image was imprinted on the cloth. In this moment, faith and science are no longer enemies. Instead, they're working together to reveal the truth of something much larger than we can imagine. We all encounter moments when life appears to be crushing us, and finding answers seems overwhelming, impossible. In those moments, having more understanding, clarity, and guidance can make a difference. And that is exactly what the secret of the apparitions of Jesus offers: a path to clarity and peace through the revelations of Jesus. If you're seeking clarity and hope, this ebook could be the lifesaver you've been waiting for. The best part is, it's currently available as a. You can download the gift from the first comment posted, correct? It could be what you need for today. Think about the last time you were in awe of something. Maybe it was a sunset that painted the sky with colors you didn't know existed. Maybe it was the first time you held a newborn baby and you felt the weight of life and love in your hands. Or maybe it was a moment of pure silence in nature where you sensed that there was something bigger at play, something beyond what we can see. Those moments are when we feel connected to something beyond ourselves, something sacred. And that's exactly the kind of connection people feel when they look at the Shroud of Turin. They aren't just looking at a piece of cloth, they're standing face to face with a mystery that has captivated humanity for centuries. It's a reminder that there are still things in this world we can't explain, things that make us stop and wonder. Now, whether you're religious or not, there's something undeniably powerful about belief. Think about it. Belief can move mountains, change lives, and inspire people to do things they never thought possible. It gives people hope when everything seems lost and shines a light in the darkest times. For millions of people around the world, the Shroud of Turin represents the power of belief. It's not just a symbol of faith, it's a tangible connection to the story of Jesus Christ, a man who changed the course of history. For Christians, this cloth serves as a tangible connection to the moment when Jesus wrapped and laid to rest his body, only to rise again 3 days later. But here's where the shadow becomes personal. It invites us to take our own journey of belief. What does it mean for you? Maybe you've never really thought about these kinds of things before. Maybe you've always wondered if there's something more out there but didn't know where to start. Or maybe you're already on your own spiritual path, searching for deeper meaning in life. Wherever you are, the Shroud offers a moment to pause and reflect. It asks us to consider the possibility that there's more to life than meets the eye. Maybe, just maybe, miracles can happen. And not just in the past, but in our lives today. What's even more incredible is how the Shroud connects us to a story that's over 2,000 years old but still feels relevant today. The story of Jesus isn't just ancient history. It's a story that continues to inspire millions of people around the world. The Shroud acts as a bridge between that ancient world and our modern one, reminding us that some things, like hope, faith, and love, never fade away. The Shroud of Turin isn't just about Jesus or Christianity. It's about something much bigger. It's about the human need to find meaning in life. It's about our desire to connect with something beyond ourselves, something that gives us purpose and hope. And even if you're not religious, the Shroud still offers something powerful, a chance to engage with one of history's greatest mysteries and reflect on what it means for you personally. It's a reminder that we all search for answers, for meaning, and for moments that make us feel connected to something greater. The Shroud's origins trace back to the time of Christ, around 33 AD. Christians believe that after Jesus' crucifixion, they wrapped his body in linen and placed it in a tomb. 3 days later, his followers discovered the tomb empty, and the resurrection of Jesus became the cornerstone of the Christian faith. But that burial cloth, believed to be the very Shroud of Turin, remained. Various Christian communities carefully guarded and revered the shrine for centuries. It was a sacred object, often seen as proof of Jesus' physical suffering and the miracle of his return to life. Records suggest that Christians moved the Shroud across regions, from the Middle East to Europe, to protect it from war and theft, although its exact history remains unclear. In the 1300s, France publicly displayed the Shroud, leading to the first historical records of it. Pilgrims flocked to see it, drawn by its mysterious image and the stories of its holy origins. Particularly within the Catholic Church, the Shroud's reputation as a religious relic grew, leading to its eventual relocation to Turin, Italy, where it remains to this day. To Christians, the shroud isn't just an artifact, it's a symbol of their faith, representing the physical proof of Jesus' sacrifice. The Bible tells us that Jesus endured immense suffering during his crucifixion, and the shroud is believed to show the marks of that suffering in startling detail. The faint outline of a man on the cloth mirrors the wounds described in the Gospels: nail marks in the hands and feet, scourge marks on the back, and even a puncture wound in the side where the soldiers pierced Jesus' body. These details have led many to believe that the shroud is not just a symbolic object, but the actual burial cloth that wrapped Jesus after his crucifixion. For these believers, the shroud serves as a powerful reminder of Jesus' love, his sacrifice, and the miracle of his resurrection, which lies at the heart of Christian doctrine. The fact that modern technology has revealed even more details, such as bloodstains and radiation damage that could point to the moment of resurrection, only deepens the religious significance for those who hold the shroud in reverence. It isn't just a link to the past, it's a window into a moment that changed the course of history and faith. While the shroud's religious significance is clear for Christians, its historical importance transcends faith alone. As one of the most studied artifacts in history, the shroud offers a glimpse into the past that few other relics can provide. It is a testament to the devotion of early Christians who guarded it through centuries of conflict, preserving a piece of their faith for future generations. The survival of the shroud itself is something of a miracle. Despite wars, fires, and numerous attempts to disprove its authenticity, the shroud endures. For believers, this is further evidence of its divine origin. For skeptics, it's a mystery that continues to baffle scientists and historians alike. What makes the Shroud of Turin so powerful isn't just its age or the mystery surrounding it. Its true significance lies in the hope and faith it inspires in millions of people across the world. Whether viewed as a miracle or a relic, the shroud's impact is undeniable. It serves as a reminder that the story of Jesus isn't just a tale from the past, it's a living narrative that continues to shape the hearts and minds of people today. And as long as the shadow endures, so too will the questions and the faith it ignites. Our answer may never be known, but the shroud affects those who see it. For some, it strengthens their belief in the divine. For others, it sparks curiosity and wonder. And for all of us, it stands as a reminder that there are still mysteries in this world that science alone cannot explain. If you are enjoying this journey through the mystery of the Shroud of Turin and want to support the channel, you can now hit that super thanks button below. Your support helps us continue bringing these fascinating stories to life, uncovering the mysteries of history, faith, and science. In a world where we often feel we have everything figured out, the Shroud reminds us that there is still so much we don't know. It invites us to embrace wonder, to consider the possibility that not everything has an easy explanation, and that some things exist beyond our understanding. This brings us to an important truth. The Shroud of Turin may never give us all the answers we seek. But that doesn't mean we should stop asking questions. In fact, the Shroud encourages us to continue our search for understanding, both within ourselves and in the world around us. If the Shroud teaches us anything, it's that belief is more than just accepting what we can see. It's about trusting in something greater, something that connects us to the past and guides us into the future. It's about finding meaning in the mysteries of life and being open to the idea that there's always more to discover. For centuries, the Shroud has sparked debate, inspired devotion, and puzzled scientists. It has survived through wars, fires, and relentless scrutiny, all while continuing to captivate the hearts and minds of those who encounter it. Whether you view it as a sacred relic, a historical artifact, or an unsolved mystery, its legacy is one that transcends time. For Christians who believe in Jesus' resurrection, the Shroud is more than mere cloth. It represents the ultimate victory of life over death, of light over darkness. And it's this message of hope that resonates so deeply with people across the world. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video.